Today, I'm going to be swapping the careers of Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes to see how the NFL plays out. I did already do a video like this a while ago, but I figured since these guys are playing each other in the AFC Championship game, I might as well go ahead and make a part 2. As you can see, Patrick Mahomes is on the Baltimore Ravens, and Lamar Jackson is on the Kansas City Chiefs. But this is what the Chiefs offense looks like. Clearly it's a bit of a downgrade for Lamar, but on the other hand, it's pretty obvious that Patrick Mahomes got a pretty solid upgrade. I am expecting both of these teams to make the playoffs. One team has Travis Kelce and Lamar Jackson, and the other team has Patrick Mahomes, Odell Beckham Jr., and Zay Flowers. So, that one's pretty self-explanatory. But as you can see, it looks like Patrick Mahomes and the Ravens are going to go 15-2 to win the division, and they got to play the Browns in the wild card round. It looks like Mahomes did kind of go downhill just a little bit with the Baltimore Ravens. He had 3,100 yards for 31 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, but that is nothing compared to what he was doing on the Chiefs. On the other hand, Lamar and the Chiefs are going to go 12-5. They also won the division, and they play the Jets in the wild card round. Andy Reid might just be a wizard at this point. Lamar had his best season yet with 5,000 yards for 38 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to absolutely annihilate the Jets, and the Ravens absolutely annihilated the Browns. So now they play each other in the divisional round, and it looks like Mahomes did get the best of Lamar in the divisional round. So now they play the Chargers for a trip to the Super Bowl. I have a funny feeling that that is not going to be the last time Mahomes and Lamar play each other in the playoffs. Both of these guys have insane rosters to work with, and I feel like they're probably just going to keep getting better. Obviously Mahomes doesn't have Kelce on this team, but Mark Andrews definitely fills his place. And then we also have Zay Flowers and OBJ to work with, so I'd say that's an upgrade. I'm going to try and go for Flowers on this play though, and hopefully James isn't on our ass. It's looking like he should be wide open here. That's a dot. Okay, and we have some open field too. We did get struck with a holding call after that though, so now it's 1st and 20. I'm gonna try and go for Edwards here. It looks like he's gonna be locked up though, so I'm just gonna go for OBJ. We only got 5 yards, so now it's 2nd and 15. That is not the gain I was looking for. That actually might work out. Come on, that might be picked off. No way, bro. Okay, I kind of rushed that off, and obviously it did not work out for me. Come on, Mahomes, catch him, please. Chargers scored after that as well, so we've kind of dug a bit of a hole for ourselves. Hopefully we can actually tie the game up here. Flowers, get that. That's a first. I'm just hoping that's the last dumb penalty that comes our way. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Beckham here. It looks like he's gonna be wide open, so that is a massive pickup. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground for a play or two now though, because I gotta make sure we do not throw any more interceptions, because we really need to score here now that we're in scoring position. Edwards is plowing. Bro, no way we escaped that for a first down. That was actually a ridiculous pickup, bro. There was like 3 opportunities that they had to bring Edwards down, but he kind of just plowed through the whole offense or defense. Come on, bro. That's risky, but we're gonna find Beckham. It seems like the Chargers defense is doing a really good job at covering everyone right now, because we haven't really had a whole lot of oh dude, no one's really been wide open up until now. That's likely. I'm just gonna hand it off to Edwards again, man. He did plow through like half of the team last time I gave him the ball, so hopefully he can do the same thing this time. Come on, bro, we're 1 yard short again. We did get a little bit closer with that. I'm gonna try and QB sneak this, because we really need to score here. If we get shut down, I'm going for it on 4th, but it looks like Mahomes is going to get in on the QB sneak, so that's a touchdown to tie the game up. As I said though, the Chargers are playing surprisingly well right now. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter though. We are up 21-17 right now, so if we score here, I wouldn't say, oh my god, that dude, he just got absolutely how are we still up, bro? That's actually a ridiculous run from Hill. I'm gonna go for another run after that too, because that was actually ridiculous pickup. Edwards is getting shut down though. We still got like 6 yards off that pickup though. As I was saying before though, if we score here, I don't think I called a put away drive just yet, but it will definitely help our chances since we're already up by a score. I don't know what the hell happened there though. Somehow Andrews managed to lose a yard off of that play, so hopefully this works. We're gonna find Beckham again. He did have a really terrible play last time, but I'm hoping he can make up for it here. I'm gonna try and go back to Andrews. He's open too. That's going to be a touchdown. Okay, so that right there is going to put the Ravens up by 2 scores. Again, I wouldn't say this game's over yet, but things are definitely looking good for us. And I mean, as you can see, it looks like we're going to get the job done. We only won that game by 8 points, as I said twice already. The Chargers did play surprisingly well, but either way, Mahomes is going to the Super Bowl in year number 1. But to end off the first season, it looks like MVP ended up going to Brock Purdy. And it looks like the Ravens are going to be taking on the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I mean, we're already off to a bad start. As you can see, we're down 14-0 in the second quarter right now. This defense has been all over us so far. I mean, we really haven't stood a chance at this point. That's a first from Flowers, though. I mean, obviously, we're not done yet. We definitely have a chance to come back. I mean, if we score on this drive, we're going to be right back in this game. But if not, we might be screwed. If you haven't already noticed, we haven't really had a whole lot of time to get rid of the football here. Our O-line isn't really holding up to what I thought they would. Come on, Flowers. That should be a first. He is wide open. I'm really tempted to go for a shot with Beckham here. If this play works out, we should be able to get a lot of yardage, but it is pretty dangerous to get picked off, especially when Slay is on our ass. So I'm just going to keep it on the ground. I'm going to try and go for another shot, though, because, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of time to work with. So, I mean, hopefully this can make up for the short gain last play. Come on, oh, I thought we were gonna get smoked there. Beckham, get that, please. That's picked off, dude. No way. This defense is actually brutal right now. We are getting smoked. I mean, thankfully, we also have a loaded defense, so they stop them before the half, and then we start this half off with the ball. We do have the best field position that we've really had all game right now. I mean, considering I don't have to rush this time, I'm hoping we can actually put some points on the board, because obviously, that has not happened yet. No way Beckham's still going. That is insane. I'm gonna try and end it off right here with Flowers, though. I mean, this play is kind of risky, but if we can get off of our man, this should work out for a touchdown. Come on, Flowers, please get that. Come on. It's good. He dropped it. He dropped the ball. I actually can't believe he dropped that, man. I mean, up until now, that was the best chance we had at scoring. Hopefully, we can get another one. I mean, that's gonna be a first down with Likely. So far, they've kind of put all of their focus on Andrews right now. So Likely seems to be the one that's getting all the work done. We only need 1 yard here as well. So as long as we don't get shut down, that's gonna be a touchdown from Justice Hill. So that does put us right back in this game. Our defense is gonna need to clutch up, though, because, I mean, the Eagles are going off right now. We did end up forcing overtime after that, but as you can see, the Eagles got a game-winning field goal. I mean, I wouldn't say we did terrible in this game, but that defense was terrifying to go up against. I mean, either way, making it to the Super Bowl in our first season with the Ravens is a pretty solid start for Mahomes. But as you can see, to end off year number 1, Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. That brings us to the offseason. The Ravens are $90 million in the negative right now, so we are gonna be losing quite a few solid players. And on the other hand, the Chiefs are $42 million in the negative, so they also will be losing a lot of solid players. I mean, even though both of those teams took some pretty massive hits in the offseason, I'd say they're still both built to make the playoffs. It looks like the Ravens did kind of fall off this season, but they still went 12-5 to win the division, and they're going to be playing the Titans in the wild card round. But once again, I mean, Mahomes had a pretty solid season, but it's nothing crazy. He had 3,700 yards for 34 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And on the other hand, it looks like the Chiefs are going to go 14-3 to win the division, and they also got the number 1 seed. And it looks like Lamar had another MVP caliber season with 4,700 yards for 36 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. But it looks like the Titans ended up getting the best of Mahomes and the Ravens, so that puts an end to their season. On the other hand, the Chiefs are going to be taking on Joe Shiesty and the Bengals, and it looks like Lamar is going to sneak off with a 6-point win. So now they play the Bills for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, Bills versus Chiefs seems to always be an absolute war. It is going to be a little bit different this time, though, because, I mean, obviously, the Chiefs have Lamar instead of Mahomes now. Kelsey is open, but he dropped it. Got smoked by Rasul Douglas. I feel like this defense is going to be a problem today. I can just already feel it coming. Come on, Pacheco, that's all. No way, we almost got in. Thought he was going to sneak away for the first down for a second, but since he didn't, now it's 3rd and 3. I'm going to try and go for Rice off of this play, though. it looks like he's gonna be open. So that's a first down to keep the drive alive. We can't escape though. The biggest downside with Lamar being on the Chiefs is just like we don't have the amount of run plays that this guy has on the Ravens, but I mean, we still have enough to work with. That is terrible. The design QB runs honestly just might not work against a team like the Bills, so I'm probably just gonna keep it in the air for the most part. And like, obviously we have Pacheco to work. Oh my God, that's a brick. What are we doing right now? That would have been an easy first down if he actually hit his target, but since he didn't, now it's 3rd and 13, and that's probably gonna be intercepted, bro. Tony just got caught behind a defender. Like, if he would have got out there, that probably would have worked out for a first, but since he's trash, that's an interception. Bill scored again after that too, so I mean, now we're down 10-0. At this point, we basically just need to rely on Lamar to do pretty much everything for this team right now. Come on. That's a solid gain from Valdez-Scantling. For a minute there, things were not looking so good, but I mean, just like that, we're in scoring position. I'm gonna try and go for Travis Kelce on this play though. He should actually, that might work out. Come on, get that, please. He dropped it again. For a player like Kelce, I really expect him to make a catch like that, but so far, I mean, it seems like the whole team just isn't playing up to what we're capable of. That's almost a touchdown, so hopefully Pacheco can finish off the drive right now, because I mean, if we score here, obviously we're going to be right back in this game, and it looks like we have a path. So that's an easy one for Pacheco, which is going to put us on the board. We're still going to be down by 3 points, but I mean, that shouldn't be that hard to come back from. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though. As you can see, we have a pretty close game going on right now, but if we score here with 3 minutes on the clock, I'd like to think that would put the game away. I mean, to be honest with you, even a field goal will definitely help our chances, because if we get a field goal, they're going to need to get a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. If they can even get another touchdown, our defense is playing pretty well today. But I mean, obviously, I'm going to be trying to go for the dagger here to just hopefully put things away for good. Tony's open. That's a first down. Okay. We don't need like huge plays right now. Like, all we really need to do is play it safe and run the clock out. I know I could just bring this down to the 2-minute warning, but I'm going to try and go for Travis Kelce here, and hopefully it works out. It was definitely well worth my time. That's a first down. I could put in the air right now, but I mean, I'm probably just going to keep it on the ground, because I mean, if we get stopped, they're going to have to burn another timeout. It's going to work out either way though, so that's a touchdown from Pacheco, and realistically, that should put the game away. So it's looking like Lamar is heading to the Super Bowl. It looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. Allen did score again after that, so we only won by 5 points. But I mean, either way, a dub's a dub. But to end off the season, it looks like Dak Prescott ended up winning MVP. Patrick Mahomes came close at 2nd place. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to be taking on the 15-2 Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I mean, we are going to need to ball out today. Obviously, this is going to be a really tough game to win. And to make things worse for us, they have home team advantage to the absolute max, because this Super Bowl is in Dallas. I mean, if Lamar wants to impress everybody and bring home his first ring, now would definitely be the time to do it. Valdez-Scantling's going to be open, and that is an absolute dot from Lamar. We've been getting shut down on the run for the most part, so I've kind of lost trust in this play, but I'm going to try it anyways. As long as we're going to blow by him too. Parsons left us roll, bro. Come on, Lamar, keep going, keep going. That's a first. I mean, that's the first time that play's actually worked today, so that kind of caught me off guard. But either way, I'm gonna try and end it off right now, and it looks like Tony's gonna be wide open. That should do it. That's gonna be an early touchdown for the Chiefs to put us up ahead. So I mean, we have the lead for now. Obviously, when you're playing a team like Dallas, that is not gonna last. I mean, I kind of called it. That lead did not last. We're getting absolutely destroyed right now. I thought we would have at least kept this at a close game, but our defense has just been getting absolutely obliterated. The Cowboys have scored every time they've had the ball. I don't even know why I'm playing this drive, because even if we score, I don't think we even have a chance to come back at this point, but I do for some reason have a little bit of hope here. I don't know why, because our defense has been terrible all day so far. Tony's gonna get a first down though. I mean, the only good thing to come out of this game is Lamar Jackson. He's put up 28 points on a defense like this, which is obviously pretty solid. Come on, Pacheco, that's going to be another one. Make it 35. I mean, 35 points in a normal game would win it for you, but since Dallas has basically dropped 50, we really just don't stand a chance today. I mean, no surprise, as you can see, it looks like the Cowboys are going to be winning the Super Bowl. So, I mean, looks like Lamar is going to have another heartbreaking end to his season. I mean, he put up one hell of a fight, but the Cowboys are apparently just insane. I mean, it probably also doesn't help that the Super Bowl was in Dallas. But as you can see, to end off year number 2, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys are going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But that brings us to another free agency. As you can see, the Ravens did get some pretty solid signings, picking up Wyatt Teller and Jalen Warren, but that is nothing compared to what the Kansas City Chiefs did, because as you can see, Kansas City ended up picking up Justin Jefferson, and then we also got Garrett Bowles. I mean, after all of that, obviously the Ravens have a really solid team, but with Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, and Rice, who is also now a 92 overall, all on the same offense, I think the Chiefs are going to be terrifying this year. And it looks like this team did not disappoint, because they went 16-1 to win the division and get the #1 seed. I mean, it seems like Lamar just gets better every season. This time he had 4,500 yards for 42 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. On the other hand, the Ravens had a pretty disappointing season, going 10-7. The Bengals won the division. They still made the playoffs though, and they're going to be playing the Bengals. Once again though, I mean, Patrick Mahomes just isn't playing as good in Baltimore. I mean, he didn't have a bad season. He still had 3,800 yards for 32 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. The Bengals did score first, so we're down 7-0. This is going to be a pretty tough game to win. I mean, considering we're the 7 seed and the Bengals are the 2 seed, but it is a divisional game, which I'd say obviously makes things a lot more doable. And I mean, you do not want to count out playoff Pat no matter what you do. So I mean, we definitely have a chance to win this thing. But if we win today, we're gonna have to play the Chiefs, who are obviously absolutely terrifying. The Bengals did bring up a 3rd down after that too. So I mean, hopefully we can get something to work off of this play. Andrews is gonna be wide open, so that puts us in scoring position. I'm gonna try and end it off with Zay Flowers right now. I mean, this play is kind of dangerous at this place in the field. I should probably just run it. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna keep it on the ground. Oh, no way. We had to rush that off, but it still worked. I'm gonna put in the air again. I mean, I probably shouldn't do this, but I really trust Mark Andrews at this position of the field, so hopefully he doesn't prove me wrong. That's wide open too. That's going to be a touchdown from Andrews. Okay, I kind of had my second thoughts, but I mean, I'm glad I ran that play because obviously it worked out for us. So that's going to tie the game up. But I mean, as you can see after that, things did not end well for us. We got absolutely annihilated. I mean, I really wasn't expecting to win that game, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to be taking on the Titans in the divisional round, and it looks like the Titans got absolutely annihilated. So now we play the Dolphins for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, it looks like we did stop the Dolphins on their first drive, so we have the ball at the 20 to start things off. I'm hoping we can get off to a hot start, especially with a roster like this. Dolphins did bring up a 3rd down after that though, so hopefully this play can work out for us. It looks like Carroll is going to be wide open, so that's a 1st down, and he's going to bring it all the way to the 26. That's one of our rookies as well, so I mean, that's a pretty solid start for him in the playoffs. I'm going to try and go back to Jefferson here though. I mean, we haven't really got him open yet. This time he's going to be wide open though. It looks like we're going to get past Ramsey too for the touchdown. I don't know how the hell we managed to get in there. I mean, it looked like we were definitely going to get stopped, but I mean, that gives the Chiefs the lead first. We're back out here in the 4th quarter though, and I mean, surprisingly enough, we're all tied up with the Dolphins. I mean, to be fair, our defense is... Oh my God, Jefferson's wide open. That should basically do it, because all we need to do is kick a field goal to win this game. I'm going to try and get our field position a little bit better before I do that, but as I was going to say, our defense is nowhere near as good as theirs. That might go all the way. We're going to get caught by Ramsey. I mean, it all comes down to this, man. If this kick is good... Butker. Oh, dude, that should be 2. Butker's gonna send us to the Super Bowl. Okay, so for the 2nd season in a row, Lamar Jackson and the Chiefs are headed to the Super Bowl. At this point, though, I mean, keep in mind, the Dolphins are one of the best teams in the league, too. So, I mean, that is a pretty big win for this team. As you can see, to end off this season, I thought MVP would go to Lamar, but apparently it went to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we came 2nd place, but I feel like that is definitely a robbery. But this year, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the 8-9 Lions in the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't want to say Detroit doesn't stand a chance in this game because they're pretty loaded at this point. The team has gotten a lot better over the years. But I mean, when you have to face off against Jefferson, Pacheco, and Lamar, I'd say we definitely have the upper hand. And I mean, that's not even all of it because I keep forgetting how many weapons we have on this roster, man. I mean, we also have Rice and Travis Kelce to work with. That should be a 1st down. Kelce, get going, okay? I really want to go for a run of Lamar right now, but I'm just not going to risk it because, I mean, it seems like the run plays with him on the Chiefs have not been working very well today. It doesn't matter because that helps us either way. So Rice is going to get in for the touchdown to give us the lead first. And I mean, honestly, as I already said, I feel like we should be able to win this game as long as our defense plays well. And I mean, it looks like our defense did play well. They only allowed 13 points. So we're going to get a blowout win against the Detroit Lions. I mean, I knew this team was going to be tough to face. Lamar did have a really tough end to last season, but I mean, I'd say this year definitely makes up for it. I mean, the thing is, this team's still loaded, so we have a chance to run it back next season. But as you can see, to end off year number 3, Lamar Jackson and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's going to bring us to year number 4, which is going to be the last season of this video. No one was able to pick up anyone in free agency because after re-signing all the players, both teams were broke. The only big thing to look out for is the Chiefs lost Travis Kelce, but other than that, they're still stacked, so I'd say both teams should make the playoffs. And once again, it looks like the Chiefs had another solid season, going 14-3 to win the division, but they got to play the Raiders in the wild card round. Once again, though, I mean, no surprise, Lamar had another MVP caliber season with 4,400 yards for 33 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I mean, the Ravens also had a solid season, going 13-4. The Bengals won the division, though, so they play the Jags in the wild card round. And it looks like Mahomes had another pretty underwhelming season for him with 3,800 yards for 36 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But it looks like the Ravens are going to take down the Jags, and the Chiefs also took down the Raiders, so now they have another playoff matchup in the divisional round. But it looks like this time Baltimore's going to pull off the upset, so now they play the Chargers for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, even though the Chiefs do have Justin Jefferson, I mean, all around the Ravens do have the better team because their defense is a whole lot better than Kansas City's right now. That's going to be dangerous. I'm going for it anyways. We're going to find Flowers for the first. But I mean, with the upset against the Chiefs, and I mean, the Bengals got upset as well, I'd say this is Mahomes' best chance of bringing a Lombardi trophy home to Baltimore. That should be another first down. Likely stepped out of bounds. I thought we were going to sneak away there, but we still... Okay, it looks like Mitchell's going to get things done either way. So that's a first. I mean, I know the Chiefs lost Kelce, but either way, he was regressing. And at this point, Mark Andrews is the best tight end in the NFL at like an 98 overall. Give me that. We might bring this back, but we're gonna get caught. I mean, either way, that's a solid pickup, so I'm not gonna complain about that. 11 yards to go and we're in. I'm gonna try and go back to Mark Andrews on this play, actually, and it looks like he is gonna be in for the touchdown. So that's gonna give the lead to the Ravens first here, which is definitely a good start. So hopefully our defense can just keep doing what they've been doing. But I mean, unfortunately for us, it looks like the Chargers are gonna pull off another upset. I mean, this team has just been on an absolute tear this year, man. That's definitely a disappointing end for Mahomes. Apparently, he will not be getting a ring. On the bright side, Mahomes did end up winning an MVP, but to end off the final season, it looks like Burrow's gonna be winning MVP, and it looks like the Chargers pulled off another upset against the Philadelphia Eagles. So I mean, that is one hell of a season for Justin Herbert. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel, and if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can, and while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.